Okay, so hello and welcome back to Cricket. And today we'll be discussing match number 6 to match number 15 of the Vivo IPL 2018.
Vivo IPL 2018, we have seen some great matches again. CSK versus Kings 11 Punjab, that was a great game. MS Dhoni coming to
Yeah.
the party, 79 of 44 deliveries. Then you had the MI versus GD game, went
Yeah.
down to the wire, one required of 4 deliveries, and
Yeah.
Jason Roy eating up 3 deliveries.
Yeah.
But what an innings that was from Jason Roy!
Yeah,
91.
really. It was really good. He's now taken Colin Munro out of the game,
Yeah.
at least for a few matches.
Yeah, because Colin Munro didn't perform in the first game and was run out for a diamond duck in the second game.
Yeah.
So it was pretty evident that Jason Roy would
Yeah.
get a go, and he has performed to his best in his first
Yeah.
game. But talking about let's have a look at the teams now. When you talk about the Sunrisers Hyderabad, they're
Yeah.
pretty top at the table.
Yeah.
How do you look at them? They are performing really well.
Yeah, they are performing really well. As I think most of the matches they're winning on their bowling.
Yeah.
Obviously, their batting still looks a bit weak, because those Manish Pandey 9 crore man hasn't fired.
11 crore.
11 crore man hasn't
I
fired.
guess
yet.
he has made some 12 runs only.
Yeah, he hasn't fired at all. You can talk about even Shakib Al Hasan. He hasn't been
Yeah.
really. His bowling's been really
Yeah,
good.
yeah, absolutely.
Very good, but his batting hasn't been up to the mark yet. Kane Williamson has been pretty good.
Yeah,
when
he is playing his usual cricket.
Yeah, I think Vrithiman Saha has been also pretty good, but he needs to just stay up at least up in
Yeah.
the power play or
Yeah,
more
yeah,
than
yeah.
that.
He is getting out pretty quickly. That's
Yeah.
a problem Sunrisers Hyderabad are facing. But their bowling looks absolutely sensational. 3 wins, 3 games. They have a game today versus the Kings 11
Yeah.
Punjab in Mohali. Now, I think when they will get in trouble is if their bowling doesn't get right.
Yeah, that can be a very big trouble for them. We saw yesterday Sunil Narayan went for 12 runs and over like that. If Rashid Khan has a bad day,
Yeah.
it can go wrong for the Sunrisers
Because
Hyderabad.
once the opposition team scores 160, 170,
Yeah.
for that matter 180, middle order not performing for Sunrisers Hyderabad, they will be in trouble.
Yeah, and another obviously point to note, MI got off to start. They finally got their
the points on the table.
Finally, they got the point.
against the RCB. RCB are struggling with a top team wise. At number 2, Kolkata Knight Riders. Kolkata Knight Riders we ruled out of the competition before the start, but
Yeah.
they are performing pretty well based on the first playing 11. Still, if they face some injuries, somebody like Chris Lee or Andre Russell, who has just been outstanding, gets injured, they will be in trouble.
Yeah, they will be in trouble. We talked in the preview that KKR have a very good first 11.
Yeah.
And that's continuing to show. The first 11 is performing really good. Indian players playing well.
Yeah, Nitish Rana is actually
Yeah.
brilliant. Absolutely
And
brilliant.
also, I think if you keep Sunil Narayan out for yesterday's game, other than that, he's been really good, very good. I think he's been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
with the
Sunil
ball.
Narayan with the ball, he got the purple cap, I guess. Purple cap, he got the purple cap in the game against Didi. He got 3
Yeah.
wickets and got 200
Yeah.
IPL wickets, which was outstanding from his point of view because he's the first foreign spinner
Yeah.
to get 100 wickets in the IPL. Now, talking
Again, Chris Lynn, he's been firing some. He's not.
he's
been-
not at his best.
Yeah, he's
but
not at his best.
maybe he's struggling against spin just as Darcy shot as we come to the next
Yeah.
team talking about the Rajasthan Royals. But talking about the Kolkata Knight Riders again, when you think about their bowling, their fast bowling isn't that good, but
Yeah.
their spinners.
Today, I think I think Mavi's first game. He got 1 over. Yesterday, he got all 4 overs. So it's been really interesting to see how Dinesh Karthik has actually been shuffling around his bowlers. Especially his spinners.
Yeah, definitely. KKR are looking really good if their first playing 11 gets going. But talking about Nitish Rana, your thoughts on him?
Yeah, I think he's a really good player. He's a really good player. His bonus is that he's giving you some overs as well.
Yeah.
And with those overs, he's giving you wickets.
Yeah.
That's a main point to note that.
Because 4 wickets, he has got wickets of AB de Villiers, Virat Kohli, Ajinkya Rahane, temperament to play for India. So Kolkata Knight Riders, if this playing 11 gets going, they still have talking about Russell Mania. He has been
Yeah.
outstanding.
He's been really good, I think, Russell.
Andre Russell using his power all the way, 41 of 12 deliveries that day was absolutely outstanding.
Really
Talking
good.
about the next team, we have somebody like Rajasthan Royals, Chennai Super Kings, and Kings 11 Punjab. All the 3 teams on 4 points. What are your thoughts on all these 3 teams?
I think if you talk about Rajasthan Royals, their bowling is really lacking.
No. talking about their bowling, Dhawal Kulkarni is not your best bowler. Yes,
No.
he's a good decent bowler, but not
Yeah.
the best bowler
No.
in the business. Then somebody like Jaydev Unadkat, I think he's struggling. He is
Yeah,
really,
because
really struggling.
if you look at their wins, I think the win against RCB they scored 200
217,
plus.
so that was
no,
a
so yeah.
straightforward win.
So the thing for the bowlers, I think against DD, obviously the
DL method
yeah
worked in
DL
their
method,
favor
6 over 71 runs. It's pretty tough for any team.
because it was not a power play.
No, there was no power play, and it's really tough. And you can say that the batsmen have really made it
Easy for
yeah,
the
really
bowlers.
made it easy for the
But
bowlers.
talking about the bowlers, the spinners are doing pretty well than the fast bowlers. The Dhawal Kulkarni and Jaydev Unadkat are looking out of sorts. Ben Laughlin, he looks good, but he is being expensive if you see some of his figures.
Yeah, but would you actually want Ben Laughlin and Jofra Archer both to play in the same team?
But that's a really difficult choice to make because Ben Stokes plays, Josh
Yeah.
Butler plays, then Ben Laughlin and you want Jofra Archer, then you have to drop in somebody like Darcy Short.
Yeah, Darcy Short's been not so good, for me.
He is struggling against spin. To
Yeah.
be honest, he is really struggling against the spinners in India. He's not getting what to do there.
Yeah.
He even can't rotate the strike. He has to find a way to rotate the strike so that he might get going against the
Yeah.
Pacers.
Yeah, so
Rajasthan Royals bowling has to improve.
yeah, it has to improve. I think their batting Rahane in the last two matches been really
He is giving
aggressive.
some good starts.
Yeah, really good starts. Would you like Rahul Tripathi to go up the order maybe?
I'm really not sure what Rahul Tripathi is doing in the team.
Yeah.
He is batting at number 4, sometimes batting at number 5, sometimes batting at number 6. He has to be given a fixed position, and if he opens the batting, it will be brilliant. But then will you remove Darcy Short?
Now
Drop Darcy
yeah,
Short.
let's see. He has to improve against the spinners.
Yeah, Darcy Short. Yeah, because once he comes into bat, opens the batting, there are two spinners from both the sides. All the teams now know that he's weak against spinners. But Jaydev Unadkat, 11.5 crore man.
No, he's not been any good. He's definitely not been any good. You can see last season he got all his wickets
On
mostly in the death.
Yeah, on those cutters.
Yeah, on the death overs, batsmen go to slog, you'll bowl those slow balls. This season it hasn't worked obviously.
And now he is also found out.
Yeah,
everybody knows that he is going to bowl those slower cutters. Yesterday, if you saw the game, Nitish Rana and Dinesh Karthik, both of them were set up for the slower delivery. They waited for the slower delivery and slogged it onto the onside and offside respectively.
Yeah.
So Jaydev Unadkat and Dhawal Kulkarni have to bring their bowling to a different level. Rajasthan Royals have to compete. Talking about Punjab and CSK, Kings 11
we always want Chris, and we obviously.
To be honest, Chris Gayle has been struggling against a good bowling attack. We saw that against New Zealand when West Indies went to New Zealand, and they played Afghanistan. He got out to Mujib Zadran 2 times.
Yeah.
So the likes of Bhuvi, Rashid, and Billy Stanley are really good bowlers. I find it difficult to him to get going.
I actually feel it interesting if he is even selected. Because we talked about how they're going to be to keep.
But they have to select him now because he played really well.
They have to select him. He played well. But let's see. They're keeping out a match winner like David Miller.
Yeah, David Miller. I'm not understanding what they are doing. Chris Gayle opening. There's somebody like Aaron Finch batting in the middle order, which I am not a fan of. I like Aaron Finch at the top of the order. I would like to hear your thoughts on that. But somebody like David Miller, who is your tried and tested finisher, is out of the team. Marcus Stoinis, who's again a tried and tested finisher, is out of the team. They just can't finish off games. That day again, Chris Gayle got them off to a flyer. They were struggling in the 19th and 20th. Karun had much boundaries as they wanted, or Andrew Ty for that matter. Talking about their bowling, Andrew Ty and Mohit Sharma are leaking a lot of runs.
Yeah, a lot.
Ashwin, Axar to an extent, and Mujib Zadran have been excellent.
Yeah, I think if you talk about Kings 11, that death bowling is a bit weak. You can get in probably you can get in a few youngsters. You've got probably a few
Ankit Rajput or Sran played that game, but
but to see how Kings 11 manage their bowling. They've got really good bowlers. Andrew Ty, Mujib Zadran's been really good. Ashwin's been really good. I'm really impressed with
Ashwin, the leg spin.
Yeah, he's been really impressive. Ashwin. KL Rahul at the top again.
KL Rahul is in absolutely sensational form. He is timing the ball as good as anybody.
Yeah, he's been really good. But I see Kings 11 as a genuine contender for
for the
the
top
top
four.
four.
Yeah, if they keeps performing as they are, the spinners especially, then they are a genuine contender because their batting is as Rahul, Karun Nair are in good touch. Then you have somebody like Chris Gale coming in and smashing. Aaron Finch is struggling. Yuvraj Singh is also struggling.
Yeah, he's
So
struggling.
Yuvraj has to get in form.
I don't know whether maybe Ashwin will somehow some at some stage say that's it, we're going to replace you. You're not playing too well. So let's see when that happens.
They have somebody like Manoj Tiwari who performed
Yeah.
really well for Rising Pune Super Giants and had a good season
Yeah.
for Bengal this year.
Yeah.
Talking about Chennai Super Kings, their matches have been shifted to Pune now.
Yeah.
So they don't play on those turning tracks at the Chepauk. How big issue is that for Chennai? Because they had packed their side with six spinners.
Yeah, I actually don't see that being much of a problem because when you see T20 bowling, how many times are you going to turn the ball?
Yeah.
It's not really it's not really important to play on turners. I think the key is to play on slow pitches.
Yeah.
If you are going to pack your side with spinners, I think the key is to play on slow pitches. If they somehow make Pune a slow pitch,
And they can.
yeah, they can actually play really well in Pune. But Pune is known to be a flat pitch actually.
Yeah, absolutely. Last year as well, and some of the ODIs. We had an ODI against England.
Yeah.
50 was chased down by India, especially Virat Kohli.
So it's supposed to be a flat pitch. There is supposed to be some swing.
Let's have a look. They don't have really good swing ball, but they have somebody like Deepak Chahar and Shardul Thakur, but they are not the best bowlers
Yeah.
to have.
Yeah. So, but talking about their bowling, Ravindra Jadeja.
He is bowling. He's not even bowling 4 overs.
Yeah, he's not bowling.
Not only 4 overs, he's not even bowling a single over. In the last game against Kings 11 Punjab, he played as a pure batsman, which is not good enough to get. What is he doing? Ashwin is at least trying something different as it is coming off. Ravindra Jadeja
Jadeja seriously struggling. And I think talking about his batting, there were a lot of rumors that he's going to be batting up the order,
but they don't have that position. Because Raina at 3, obviously Raina is not there right now because of an injury, but Raina at 3, Dhoni at 4,
Yeah.
Jadeja is not going to bat. Then you have somebody like Sam Billings at 5.
Sam Billings at 5.
So Jadeja is not going to bat above 6.
And I don't really see Jadeja as a really good finisher. It's very rare to see he goes for something sweep shots or something like that. He just goes for that big shot, over long on or something like that, that pull shot.
Yeah.
And if you're playing against someone like Bhuvneshwar Kumar or some good death overs specialists, they're going to ball the slow ball, and then he's going to struggle there.
Yeah, so Chennai Super Kings, it will be interesting to see how well they play in Pune, because that's an interesting one. Now, the bottom the Delhi Devils. Mumbai Indians are playing good cricket over a period of time, but losing in the last over.
Yeah.
Finally, they have got a win against the Royal Challengers Bangalore, a 46-run win.
Yeah.
How important was that to kickstart their tournament?
Yeah, I think it was really important. Mumbai Indians, they're playing good. You can't take anything away from them. Yes, 3 matches they've lost, but they're playing really good cricket. One of them was against Sunrisers Hyderabad.
They actually had lost the game in the first innings, but they came back brilliantly to almost defend 147.
Yeah, so I think
that even tells Sunrisers Hyderabad middle order is not that great.
Yeah, so
not that great form.
Yeah, Mumbai Indians, they've I think they're playing. I think they're playing pretty good. They should be so harsh on themselves. They've been playing some good cricket over the last few matches. So I think now we're going to see a trend in which they will start to winning. They'll start to winning matches.
They do it every year.
Yeah, they'll start winning matches. They'll start winning good matches. I think Surya Kumar Yadav at the top has been really good. He's been firing.
Scored a 50, good 50. In 6 overs.
Yeah, that was
great hitting.
Yeah,
Evan Lewis is really important. He has been performing really well. I think somebody like Chris Lynn who hasn't yet fired.
Shane Watson also is not.
Yeah, but Evan Lewis has been in great form.
Yeah, Evan Lewis has been really in good form. Then you can talk about someone like Rohit Sharma who finally fired.
94, excellent. back through the innings
Really,
he just smashes each and every ball for a six.
yeah, it was really good watching the Rohit Sharma bat, that day.
He has to play the whole innings. He is absolutely brilliant in that.
Yeah, I think, but someone like Hardik Pandya, he's been struggling.
Yeah,
Actually,
because he's not bowling 4 overs.
Yeah,
And he's not batting in the top four. He's batting at number five, number six, maybe seven at times.
yeah,
So getting this 5, 6 balls, 10, 12 balls are not enough for somebody like Hardik Pandya who
Yeah.
needs a lot of practice to play those big shots.
Yeah.
We're talking about RCB. RCB are struggling. We have a question coming in for RCB. Do you think RCB have missed a trick by not playing the in-form Colin de Grandhomme? Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Somebody like Corey Anderson who hasn't bowled for 6 months.
Yeah.
Simon Dool on air is saying he has bowled just 4 overs in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
And he comes in to bowl all the 4 overs, bowls the last over, slogs the first ball and gets out for a duck.
Yeah.
Golden duck.
Yeah.
Why is Colin de Grandhomme not playing?
Yeah, it's a big mystery, He should definitely come in for Corey Anderson in the next match.
Yeah, they're getting the balance wrong. They're getting everything wrong in this, and their death bowling hasn't been that great. Another question coming in for RCB: should someone like Manan Vora come in place of Sarfaraz Khan, and should he open so that they get stability in the middle with Kohli at 3 and AB at 4? I guess Kohli at 3 and AB at 4 is because if Kohli opens,